Yep, this is Dr. Cat. Can I ask who's calling? Sounds like an amazing event. What an honour, thank you. Put my name down on the guest list. I'm sorry, what? You want them to come along with me? This is very bad. Dear all, this event is a momentous occasion because this is to celebrate her platinum Jubilee. I know, deep breath, one and all. Once you have accepted this invitation, if indeed you are going to, you must attend. And don't let me down. Sorry, what were you asking? Terribly rude of me. Hey! Put her down! Why are we missing two? Come here. Say thank you and make a move because I've got some cats that need herding.
Victoria, over here. Victoria, over this way. Victoria, this way, please. This way, Victoria, Queen Victoria, this way, please. This way, Queen Victoria, over here, Queen Victoria, over here, Queen Victoria. Just one question. Could you introduce yourself to the viewers?
Well, of course I need no introduction. Everyone knows who I am. I am Queen Elizabeth I. Some say my reign was the most glorious one. I quite agree.
I am a most devoted student of history. So here are two little historical facts which relate to me. Now, first of all, when my dear husband and I were crowned King George V and Queen Mary in 1911, I was the first English-born Queen Consort since Catherine Parr.
Edward I here, Hammer of the Scots, and I conquered the Welsh too, and spent most of my life at war, really, and went on crusade for my holidays.
Secondly, my dear father was descended from a noble Hungarian lady who was, in her turn, descended from the notorious Count Vlad the Impaler. So it is through me that future members of the royal family may claim to number among their ancestors that Count Vlad, better known to you perhaps as Dracula.
About me? Well, they've already met me, but fine. My name is Queen Victoria. I'm very, very pleased to be here today to celebrate Queen Elizabeth's Silver Jubilee.
70 years? That's longer than my father managed, and he came to the throne at 9 years old. Impressive. Did she have a lot of barons' uprisings to deal with? No. Good work.
Silver is a very long time, and I just know that one day she will also maybe make her golden jubilee as well.
It's her platinum Jubilee.
Sorry?
Platinum.
It's her what?
Platinum Jubilee.
Platinum?
Yeah.
Platinum? So what, that's 70 years? 70 years? Albert!
I am enormously proud of my dear granddaughter. Not so much for the length of her reign, but for the fact that for all of those 70 years, she has been a steadfast beacon of devotion to duty and of service to her subjects.
Well, I think the Queen is a remarkable woman. 70 years. I mean, I would have got that far if I hadn't died.
And I do feel, with all due modesty, that I can take some credit for that. Now, when her father became King George VI, after the unfortunate business of the abdication, which we will not speak about, and I realised that she would one day be Queen in her own right, I realised that her dear parents, though they're very loving, were also inclined to be indulgent. So if she was to have the grit, the backbone, the determination to recognise and carry out the duties of monarchy, it would be up to me to instil those.
I'm delighted, pleased, overjoyed. So happy for her. I mean, I only reigned for 63 years, almost 64, but who's counting? Because 70 years is just great. Really pleased.
Who are you sitting next to?
Really doesn't matter. Part of royal training is always to behave with impeccable courtesy to whoever one encounters, even people of whom one has no particularly positive opinion.
Apparently I'm sitting next to Thomas Cruise and my father. It'd be nice to have some quality family time with him. Daddy!
There is just one exception. I trust it will not be that dreadful American woman who was responsible for my elder son's abdication, his dereliction of duty. I don't blame him. I blame her entirely. And I'm afraid that despite my Christian duty, I shall never be able to forgive her. I could not even bear to be in the same room with her, let alone sitting next to her at dinner.
Wallace! Wallace, come back. Stop walking off. We're sitting next to Mama. Isn't that wonderful? Hey, what are you doing? Unhand me!
Oh, I honestly do not mind who I sit next to. Well, as long as it's not my mother, John Conroy, my son, Bertie, Gladstone, Palmerston, any of my prime ministers, actually, apart from Melbourne. I don't want to talk politics at dinner. Any of my children, in fact. I don't want to talk any silly nonsense throughout dinner either. Flora Hastings.
What do you mean I wasn't invited? Of course I'm invited. If it wasn't for me...
I do know who I would like to sit next to, though, and that is Albert. I would like a seat for Albert on my right, and also a seat for Albert on my left. And that way, he can just move around throughout the festivities.
Do you like to dance, Edward?
Yes, Eleanor and I used to dance all of the time. Well, I suppose one of my favourite moves is you put your hands in the air.
Like you just don't care.
No, like I do care.
I learned this technique when on safari. If anyone asks, I'm a carnation.
Of course, I love a party. Now, despite popular belief, I am very much amused. But why do people say that about me? Why?
And do you have a gift for Her Majesty the Queen?
Yes, I brought the Queen a gift for her Jubilee. In fact, I brought it a while ago. It's the Stone of Scone, the crowning stone of the Scottish royal family, so that forever...
We've given it back.
Sorry, what?
We've given it back.
What do you mean you've given it back?
And do you have a gift, Elizabeth?
Potatoes.
Albert and I have been invited to the Beckhams, Lord and Lady Beckham. Now, Victoria, of course, presumably named after me, has a nickname, Posh Spice. I am posh and partial to spicy food.
Perhaps you could advise me. Do you happen to know of those hosting the parties who, if any, has a particularly fine collection of antiques? Now, the collecting of antiques is my great passion. I am devoted to my little treasures, as I like to call them. I've always found people I visit to be wonderfully generous. I really only have to express a liking for some dear little object that I see for it to be pressed upon me as a gift with no refusal brooked.
And whose after party are you attending, Edward?
I don't know. What are my options? What celebrities are there? James Blunt? No, he doesn't sound like my style at all. Find me a James Sharp.
I've taken to simplifying things for those I visit, rather than troubling them by asking or even forcing them to make a decision. I just wait until their back is turned and sweep the dear little object into my handbag.
And what are you wearing this evening?
Well, I am wearing a fine fur-trimmed mantle, but I did bring my armour with me too. I mean, you never know how rowdy these after-parties might get.
What I'm wearing? What a boring question. I hope you asked the men the same question.
I'm back! 70 years. Well done, Shirley Temple. Oh, look, it's my grandfather, trying to get the attention of Winston Churchill. Grandpapa!
Winston! Winston!
Winston! Winston!
Winston!
Winston! Winston!
Winston! Winston!
Yes, it is true that me and
It's Philip and I, isn't it?
Yes, it is true that Philip and I have a slight disagreement. But if he is here today, I shall be civil. Plus, he's quite cute.
Do you have a top tip for Queen Elizabeth?
Yes. Conquer as many people as you can, build as many castles as you can, and,
Just be a little bit difficult, a little bit picky about small things, because small things add up. For example, I don't particularly like that there. Could you move it an inch to the left? Oh, that's lovely, but could you change it to a different fabric? Oh, I don't like these ladies. Can I have some more different ones? Things like that. And over time, people respect you because they know that you'll have a problem with whatever they say.
Oh, here comes security again. Grandpapa! Grandpapa!
The important thing is not what they think of me, but what I think of them. Remember that.